my friends, how are you? Just rest. I'm taking my video, and our today's video is in the another type. Uh, it is about reading. I'm reading one English book, and I'm in. There is in this story there are three paragraphs, and I have read the two paragraphs of that. So I'm going to read the third paragraph to you, and if you won't be angry I start, and maybe you will be angry or you will be bored, but I don't have a difference. The most important is I need to be strongly in the English, so I am starting. The reason of I am taking video is maybe I can see that, or I am going to share my reading speech, my accent to you, and I am starting now. Chink was a silly little dog, for he was only a pup, but he was a faithful watchdog. His master knew that very well. Late in the afternoon, a mountaineer passed by their tent, and stopping a short distance from the camp, shouted, "Hello there, Bill? Oh, Bill!" But getting no answer, he went up to the door, and there, as he told Bill later, a funny-looking pup met me. It was Chink, of course, who warned him, with many fierce growls, to go away. So the mountaineer went away. Evening came and Chink was very hungry, but there was no master to give him some food. There was some bacon in a big bag in the tent, but his master had told him to watch it, and Chink was ready to starve rather than touch it. He went outside the tent hoping to find a mouse or something to eat, when suddenly the coyote fell on him. Chink dashed back into the tent. He was still a puppy and a little fool in many ways, but he remembered his duty and that gave him strength. The moment that coyote tried to follow him into the tent, his master sent Chink forgot all his fears and turned on the enemy fiercely like a little diamond. Animals feel the force of right and wrong. They understand courage and cowardice. All the force of right was with the frightened little dog, and both animals seemed to know it. The coyote retreated, growling fiercely, but he didn't enter the tent. Then began a real siege, for the coyote came back in a little while and walked around the tent. Often he went up to the open door where poor little Chink, really half dead with fear, at once met him bravely and didn't let him enter. All this time Chink had nothing to eat. Once or twice a day he went out and got a drink in the stream close to the tent, and that was all. Of course, he could make a hole in the bag of bacon and eat some of the bacon, or he should go to our tent and get a good meal. But no, Chink developed into a true dog. He could mm, he couldn't betray his master's trust. He was ready to die at his post, if necessary, while that master was away in the town drinking. Uh, and For 4 days and 4 nights of misery, this zorry little dog kept the tent and everything in the tent safe from the coyote. On the fifth morning, Bill, not drunk now, realized that he hasn't at home and that only a little dog guarded his camp in the mountains. As he didn't want any more whiskey, he got on his horse and rode toward his camp. When he wasn't far from the camp, he suddenly remembered that Chink was without food. Hope that little beast hasn't spoiled all my bacon, he thought, and he rode faster until they came to the tent, and there he saw the big, fierce coyote and poor little Chink growling and snapping at each other. And mm, where has I been? Well, what do you think of that? Exclaimed Bill. I forgot all about the coyote. Poor Chink. What a time he had here. It's wonderful the coyote hasn't killed him and destroyed the tent. Brave little Chink. His legs shook under him with fear and hunger, but it was clear that he was as ready as ever to die in defense of the camp. The mountaineer understood the situation at once, and when Bill saw that all the bacon was in the bag, he realized that Chink had eaten nothing since he left the camp almost 5 days ago. And when the puppy, weak and trembling, crawled up and looked in his face and licked his hand, as if it say, "I've done that. I've done what you told me." It was too much for Bill. The tears were in his eyes as he went to go to get food for the little hero. Then he turned to Chink and said, "Chink, old part, I've treated you dirty, but you have always treated me right. I I will never go away again and not take you with me. And now, Chink, there isn't much more that I can't do for you, since you don't drink, but I'm going to make your life happy, and I'm going to do it now." He took his rifle, that pride of his heart, broke the government seals, and went to the door. The coyote was there, sitting a short distance from the camp, as usual, with a grin on his face. The rifle cracked, and Chink's region of terror was over. Of course, the soldiers came and said that Bill broke the laws of the park. Of course, they took away his gun and destroyed it. Of course, they ordered Bill to leave the park at once and told him never to return. But what did it all matter? "It isn't all right," said old Bill. "I have done the right thing by my part that always treated me right." And my story has finished. I'm saying thanks to my God. And the name of this book is um, this um, writer is A. Seton Thompson, and the story's name is Stories About Animals. And in my opinion, you have understand this story, and also this book is very interesting for me too. I advise you for reading. Goodbye. See you in my next videos. Rate me and subscribe.